Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses, and this is the Divine Identity numerology video for the number 17. So if you have 17 letters in your name, no juniors, seniors, the third, none of that. Just front to back letters in your name, and they add up to 17. This is your energy. Now, this is for, interestingly enough, I think this is the only number like this. This is for both the men and the women, the males and the females. If you have 17 letters in your name, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But if you have, if you have 17 letters in your name, then your energy is the divine twins, Shu and Tefnut. Now I'm gonna go to my notes and we're both gonna explore which energies are of Shu, which energies are of Tefnut, because this is pretty much like the Gemini in Western astrology. I want you to meditate on the different parts of the god and the goddess, the god Shu and the goddess Tefnut, and see how much of this energy you actually interact with. Okay, so we have Tefnut and Shu were the children of Atum, a form of Atem, a form of the sun god Ra, who in turn created the twins Nut and Geb. Shu was the god of dry air, wind, and the atmosphere. He is also related to the sun, possibly an aspect of sunlight. He was the son of the creator god, the father of the twin of the sky. No, excuse me. Father of the twin sky and earth deities, and the one who held the sky off from earth. He was one of the gods who protected Ra on his journey through the underworld using magic spells to ward off Ra's enemy, the snake demon, Apep. As with other protected gods, he had a darker side. He was also a god of punishment in the land of the dead, leading executions and tortures to kill off the corrupt souls. His name might be derived from the word dryness, shu, the root word such as the root word the root of words such as dry, parched, withered, sunlight, and empty. His name could also mean he who rises up. The Egyptians believed that there were also pillars to help Shu lift up the sky. These pillars were on the four cardinal points and were known as the pillars of Shu. Shu was the husband of the twin goddess. I scrolled too far, my bad. Tefnut, son of the sun god Atemra and father to the earth god Geb and the sky goddess Nut. Alright, for so that was for Shu, the male aspect of the divine twins. Now we have Tefnut. Tefnut was thought to be an upset goddess who fled into Nubia, taking all of her water and moisture with her from Egypt. Egypt soon dried, and the land was in chaos while in Nubia, wait, who? Egypt soon dried, and the land was in chaos, while in Nubia Tefnut turned herself into a lioness and went on a killing spree in her anger at her father, from whom she had fled. Eventually, Ra decided that he missed her and wanted her back. Ra sent Thoth to Shu to get her, and they found her in Begum. Thoth began to notice. Thoth began at once to try and persuade her to return to Egypt. In the end, Tefnut, with Shu and Thoth leading her, made a triumphant entry back into Egypt, accompanied by a host of Nubian magicians, dancers, and randomly enough, baboons. She went from city to city, bringing back moisture and water amid great rejoicing until she finally was reunited with her father and restored her to her rightful position as his eye. This story also explains how the goddess of moisture could also be the goddess of dryness, heat, and the negative aspects of the sun, pretty much like 15 um, Menthu. She took on the form of the lion, as did other goddesses with the Aya Ra title. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. Hmm. Tefnut was a lunar goddess, also a solar goddess, generally shown as a woman with a lion's head or as a full lioness. She's considered a water deity. She took on some form of a goddess of creation. She's also known as the Tunga Ptah. She was one of the gods in Minifer who helped Ptah, that city's main god, with creation by carrying out his will, yet in the city of Iunu and Waset, which is Heliopolis and Thebes, she was more of a female form of her husband, brother Shu, whose main task was to start the sexual creativity cycles and give birth to Shu's children. So, there you go. And again, guys, I do readings based on these energies. I channel the energy, invoke the energy, evoke the energy, and give you readings based on these, pretty much like people do with astrology, but different. I use my Egyptian cards that I got. They were created in 1982, and there's not that many of them left, but they're pretty unique and they give me great readings, especially when it comes to these types of readings. So if you are interested, let me know, like, share, comment below what number you want me to do for you next. Hit me on my Facebook, inbox me, DM me, whatever the kids say these days. If you want one of these readings, they're actually pretty nice. They're fairly priced and they're pretty nice. I like doing them. I really enjoy doing them. Now I have two readings. I have a couple readings based on these numbers, and I'm going to be doing. Let me know if you want me to do them during lunar cycles, solar cycles, transits, retrogrades. I might go from, 14 to 26, based on what goes on, because people do the 12 zodiacs, so I think I'm going to do these. So let me know what you want me to do next, and that's it. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together. It's Aaron Moses. Life is in the breath, breathing in. Peace.